Welcome back to Crystal Clear. I'm Ultric Vox, and with Steven Universe Season 6 coming out eventually, honestly, if you guys ask me, I think we're gonna get the movie at the end of the year in the fall, and then Season 6 in the beginning of next year. Cartoon Network seems to be focusing heavily on the movie right now, so it just makes the most sense to me. But staying on track, I think a question to ponder while we're in this hiatus is who's going to be the focus of Season 6? And what I mean by that is, if you go back and look at every individual season of Steven Universe, each season seems to be catered towards a specific character. Either a lot of the episodes are focused on them, or they simply have an arc all about them. For Season 1, as its first season, having to establish a lot of things, it was really about all of the crystal gems: Steven, Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl. But when it came to Season 2, Peridot was the clear focus. Not only was she an antagonist for half of the season, but the other half saw episodes all about her. She was the driving force above everyone else. When it comes to Season 3, this was clearly Amethyst's season, coming to terms with being an overcooked gem, finding her value and self-worth, and of course the birth of Smoky Quartz. Season 4 was definitely a Steven season, which of course makes sense as he's the main character, but from the zoo arcs to his conflicting feelings on his mother, episodes like Storm in the Room and Lion 4, they really fleshed out our titular character as much as possible. Now when it comes to Season 5, it's kind of weird. Despite there being significant focus on Lars, and Pearl stealing the show as she tends to do because she's clearly one of Rebecca Sugar's favorite characters, I even want to argue it's obvious that she's Rebecca Sugar's favorite gem, but yet, I would really say Season 5 is a Garnet season. Even with the heavy focus on Pearl and Lars' arc coming full circle, we have episodes like Your Mother and Mine and the Heart of the Crystal Gems arc, which was completely revolved around Ruby and Sapphire, and how Garnet is the heart of the Crystal Gems, how Garnet changed Rose's view on everything, and it was Garnet's wedding that transitioned into the final confrontation with the Diamonds that took them the homeworld. So with Season 6, I've been scratching my head, trying to figure out, well, who's going to be the focus? Despite Pearl not really having a season of her own, although again, you could argue Season 5, there's been so many Pearl-centric episodes throughout the first 5 seasons that I think it's safe to say that they can let her just rest for a while. She'll obviously still be heavily involved, but I'm not sure how many more plot revelations they could do. However, that does bring to mind Pink Pearl. There's still so much mystery and intrigue around this character. Yes, she was Pink Diamond's first Pearl who ended up becoming White Diamond's Pearl, but how did she crack her eye? What was the full extent of her relationship with Pink Diamond? Why exactly was she replaced? And how does she feel essentially waking up from a coma in this brand new world where her diamond is gone and only her son remains? I think having an arc just centered around Pink Pearl would be very interesting. It would still give our Pearl something to do, and Steven would have to deal with the immediate consequences of redeeming the diamonds, as it does set off a chain reaction. But behind Pink Pearl, there's someone else who's going through a bit of culture shock right now: Jasper. Now, Rebecca Sugar is clearly fond of Jasper and has expressed immense interest in a redemption arc for Jasper in the past. Now that she's back and has a bond with Amethyst, I would put money on Jasper being the focus of Season 6. Not a large amount of money, maybe like, I don't know, enough to fill the parking meter. And yes, I am shamelessly biased towards Jasper, but she's definitely a character who needs a full arc of her own. The amount of care they put into Peridot, they need to put into Jasper. Having her come to terms with Rose Quartz being Pink Diamond, embracing the new status quo. Would she reluctantly work with the Crystal Gems? Would she betray the Crystal Gems and start up a homeworld rebellion of gems who are refusing change? Or would she do something else entirely? Expect the unexpected. There's a lot of potential with Jasper, potential that brings in many characters. One of which I'm going to talk about right now as my third and final character prediction for who's going to be the focus of Season 6. Lapis Lazuli. Now, Lapis has had a rocky history with the show, as in, she has had a habit of coming and going, and she's never really had an arc all to herself. We've had Lapis episodes, but not really a Lapis storyline that involves her every single episode. I mean, her storyline Season 5 was running away and not being there, and then coming back when Blue Diamond was attacking. All of this, true story, was just so the Crewniverse could have Lapis throw the barn at Blue Diamond. Even for such a cool scene, that's a lot of emotional turmoil to put Peridot through. But that's where Season 6 can build on this. Aside from Lapis dealing with Jasper returning, as there's certainly a conversation to be had there. Lapis could also deal with the fallout of leaving Peridot behind, something we really didn't get to experience. With the barn destroyed, Lapis and Peridot would likely have to move in with the crystal gems. Lapis would have to directly deal with them on a day-to-day basis. So any lingering feelings about being trapped in a mirror, or any fear of not fitting in with the gems, they would have to be dealt with. Jennifer Paz also alluded to it on her Instagram a while ago that Lapis would be getting another song. If this is a solo Lapis song, then there actually could be a pretty good chance that she's the focus of Season 6. Although, bonus option, what if the uncrypted gems are the focus? I mean, they're here, there's a lot of them, we're not quite sure what the crystal gems are going to do with them, and with a large sum of uncrypted gems, they can definitely carry an entire season, there's no question there. Comment down below who you want to be the focus of Season 6. Do you agree with any of our picks? Why or why not? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at Roundtable Vids. We're also on Instagram. Help the Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please sort of like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Allshark Vots, signing out.